Okay, so this nail, what we're going to be learning today is actually creating dimension and texture over a solid base nail. My first part of the design is going to be to pick up a bead of the blue and actually double dip that into my pearl color. So there I'm already creating a different dimension because I'm blending two different types of powders and really contrasting colors. Once I have placed that, I'm going to pat that into place where I want it. And I'm going to work the product until it's nice and smooth into a shape that I've already figured out in my head exactly what I want my design to look like. I'm going to do something exactly the same, well, similar to that, with the two colors on a different portion of the nail. And you can see that I'm actually working with these powders a little bit wet. Not as dry as if you're creating a solid, like a design, for instance, a flower or a butterfly or something like that. Here, because it's abstract, I want it to be different. This is actually kind of more of a muted look. And using them wet is going to allow that product to blend together so you can see where the colors blend nicely and they don't have a stark line of demarcation. Okay. So for a different texture here, I'm going to take a clear bead of acrylic and I'm going to really cover it with a lot of my chunky glitter. I'm going to press that down. And picking up a little bit more liquid or monomer and pressing into the glitter and the powder. What you want to do, the object is to get those glitters pressed into the powder so that they're not sticking out, and they will be smooth at the end of your design, but they'll be in place and they won't fall out, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just make sure that you work them into the powder like that, just by pressing them. If you have any little stragglers, you can just clean them off. And then I'm going to do one more like that, and then get a little liquid and press that glitter into that powder. If you need a little bit more powder, you can just pick it up, place it into the glitter, and then work it again. And because it's abstract, it's really cool because you can do something like this on more than one nail, and not every design has to be the same. That's kind of the trend these days, is incorporating similar designs from nail to nail, but not having them be so matchy. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a soak-off gel color. You can also use acrylic paint if you'd like. But because soak-off gel color is a little bit thicker than a paint, it also creates a little bit of a dimension. And I'm going to enhance my design with some nice swirls around what I've already created. And even on top of here, you can add so that you have some color even on top of your textured portion of the nail. Okay, keep in mind that I am working with a gel polish. So right now, to do this white, you can do it with paint, and if you do, it's going to air dry. However, here I'm going to need to put it in the UV light or the LED light. Okay, so there is my design. I'm going to now cure it for 30 seconds. So one coat of your soak-off gel top coat, make sure it's nice and thin. So if you apply too much at first, get it nice all over the entire nail surface, and then remove some. Okay, you can always add more to this by enhancing it with a little bit of gold or something like that to add more lines, but I simply like the look of the white against the textures. It's a lot of contrast, I think. So we're going to cure it one more time for 30 seconds. Okay, so now all you have to do is wipe off your inhibition layer, sticky layer from that gel top coat. And it's good to go. So you can see from different angles that there's different texture and different looks there. You've got some glitter, you've got some blend of pearl to opaque that's really nice because it's more soft, and then you've got the contrast of the white lines. So just to give you guys something new to play with, that is our dimensional textured design nail.